it starts from the people around us. And I asked them, how much do you pay house helps? Yeah.
They'll pay them the lowest thing that they can even here.
In Uganda, on average, you pay about 1,300.
That is so sad. Now in Kenya shillings,
in Kenya shillings, boss. 1,300.
Imagine.
In this era, where you walk into a supermarket and spend it on yogurt. Yeah?
That's true.
And you're paying someone's salary.
And they're supposed to
and
live.
They have children, and they're supposed to live, they have a life to live, and you're a Christian.
Hey everyone, my name is Angie Murenga. You're watching Just Angie. It's Murenga Monday, and I'm here for the third part in our series with Janita Menya from Uganda, CEO of Unilever Uganda, child of God.
Amen.
The one who is, what does it say, the carrier of the vision of KBS and PLF into Uganda, which is something that even makes me more proud. And just doing great things and just being an epitome of that Joseph's. You know, when God told me to go and raise Joseph's, it sounded so, you know, when God gives you an instruction, it just sounds like, what is that? In this generation, which Joseph's? But for sure, Janita, when I look at you, when I look at me, I look at you, I can see others, but my role is to raise Joseph's. To provide solutions. And to create generational wealth, because that's what Joseph did. Pharaoh had a dream, then he interpreted the dream. So we can even take that. It's even how like your organization can have a vision, but you are the one to interpret the vision. Those who had the vision are not going to interpret the vision. So the vision is there, but the vision needs to be broken down, executed and acted out. That's what Joseph did, and he provided solutions. So I know that there are some issues, things you cannot talk about, but there are solutions all around. So you as a Joseph, what solutions are you bringing to your life and community all around you?
Amen. It's interesting that while we are Josephs, we need to, like you rightly put it, we are solution providers. And they are people who need these solutions all around us. And I was teaching on Saturday, the second class of the PLF season 6 in Uganda. And I was telling people, it starts from the people around us. And I asked them, how much do you pay house helps? Yeah.
They'll pay them the lowest thing that they can even here.
In Uganda, on average, you pay about 1,300.
That is so sad. Now in Kenya shillings,
in Kenya shillings, boss. 1,300.
Imagine.
In this era, where you walk into a supermarket and spend it on yogurt.
That's true.
And you're paying someone's salary.
And they're supposed to
live. They have children. And they're supposed to live, they have a life to live, and you're a Christian.
It's very wrong.
Yeah?
It's an oxymoron.
And you think being wrong in Christianity starts from the big things. No, it doesn't.
It starts from the small things.
Absolutely. And I challenge them, I ask them, how much do you pay your house helps? Those guys are the people who cook your food.
Look after your children.
Look after your children, and then you begin locking bedrooms. You've left the children.
Those things I don't like. Those things of locking bedrooms. If you have left children, you can't lock a bedroom.
So why are you locking the bedroom?
Because you have left the most precious people
with
them. So how is locking the bedroom making sense?
See what we mean? And when God looks at us doing those things, he thinks, what a team of idiots, for lack of a better word.
It's so true.
You know? What are you doing? So I think for me, that drove me. There's a time I was doing my rounds, I was a marketing manager by then, and I walked around to a place called Arua in the northwestern part of Uganda. And when we were walking around, we reached a homestead. And I saw, I think I've told you the story, Pastor Angie, I saw a girl sitting away from the house, a couple of yards away from the house. And I asked, what's wrong with her? She looked so sad on the face. And I asked her, what is wrong? I asked the parents. Actually, I was talking to the parents and the siblings back at the house. And they told me she's unclean. And I asked, how do you mean unclean? She was going through her menses. Do you know what they do?
You told me.
They dig a hole,
I felt so bad.
And she sits on that hole for the time the menses are dripping.
Day and night, you told me. They even bring her food there.
And you should see the way they give her food. They slide the plate. No one can reach her directly because she's unclean.
And she sits in a hole.
And she sits on a hole. And imagine how sometimes the weather can be harsh.
Imagine.
It's raining, she's there. No shelter, no nothing, because she's unclean. And then you have a Juanita here who thinks, I'm driving a 2010 car. I need to move to a 2014, right? And then you're taking God for granted. You're making all these, you're grumbling and doing all these things. And you think, and you're a Christian.
Yeah.
And there's that person there. That, I've never shed tears like that time.
Yeah, I remember when you told me, I felt really bad.
And I promised myself to do certain things. And I took after that girl. You know what? She's an engineer in the making. Yes, at the university. That
What?
girl, yes.
But when you took her from there, she was not...
She was in P, what would call a standard 2 over here.
Really?
Yes.
So you've walked with her,
Yes,
and she's doing engineering.
right there. And you should see how beautiful she has turned into. And how bright she is. She just needed an opportunity to go to university.
And that's the thing of restoring dignity. And that's why I say you're like Pastor Angie. Maybe there's a day, honestly, Juanita, I even started, I took God now, surely.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
We have educated, we have paid rent, we have bought food. Hey,
Yeah.
you know,
And
like you want some time for, where's it gonna, the table's gonna
Yeah.
turn on me? But
Yes.
they don't, because every day new
Yeah.
needs appear.
absolutely.
Like what were we gonna do? Were you gonna leave that woman sitting, that girl sitting in a hole?
I could not. My conscience couldn't let me.
No.
And I took on many other girls thereafter. And I'm walking that journey with them. And sometimes, I know, you know, Peter, he always tells me, Juanita, I don't like your car. And I'm saying, I don't like my car, but I'm investing for the future.
Right now you're investing in
Yes,
people's lives.
absolutely.
We shall buy cars later.
Absolutely. And it's a choice.
I'm even glad mine was a gift.
It's a choice. Because my conscience cannot let me drive a 4-liter, 5-liter engine.
And
there's
people
a
are
girl,
suffering out there.
absolutely.
And I think, you know, that's, you've just brought in the essence of Mwenyechi. That
Yeah.
is it, yeah?
Yeah.
And find a solution.
Yeah.
Where you are, to the community that you're around, because it's
Yeah.
only where you are around that you
Absolutely.
can do something.
Yes.
And you can change people's lives. Because
Yeah.
now this poor girl, and you know, I'm just thinking, even it's making the menses it's like a punishment. It's like a curse.
Yes.
Because I have to sit out in the elements day and night. Nobody even wants to come near me with food, and they
Yes.
even call you unclean.
Unclean.
But you change that situation for her.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure she's
And
a
for
happy,
me,
joyful
oh yes,
woman right
oh
now.
yes, she calls me mom. She calls me mommy. And for me, the greatest satisfaction is our generation is changed.
Completely.
Because it's also very sad that in Uganda, we still have people who think like that.
Who think that people should sit in
Should
halls.
sit in halls.
But I think in every African country, we have different things. In
Yeah.
every African country on this continent,
Yeah.
we have things that are, that it's like we've remained in the back ages instead
Yeah.
of coming forward, you know.
Yeah.
But we're the ones who know. You know how I say we're the ones who know. We're the ones who are educated. You're the
Yeah.
ones living in the cities.
Yeah.
You're the ones who have succeeded in
Yeah.
those cities. So you take what you know and you go home and you help people.
Yeah.
You know. And I'm always saying you can't just go home once like for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come there with your few guzzler.
Yeah.
Bring all the treats so that we can
Absolutely,
eat nice
for the
things
day.
when you're here.
Yeah.
Then after that you go, then you leave us.
Yeah.
You must provide for us solutions on how we're gonna engage. And you know, there's another thing that God has been speaking to me about.
Yeah.
Is sometimes even when we have one wealthy individual in a family, it's wrong. Because you should be able to teach the rest of your
Spread
siblings.
the wealth, absolutely.
Spread the wealth. Spread the
Absolutely.
knowledge.
Spread the
even.
knowledge, actually, yeah. Yeah.
How did you make it? Tell us how you made it.
Yeah.
Show us how you made it. It's amazing. John Maxwell says leadership is about knowing the way, going the way, and showing the way.
Absolutely.
So we know the way, we go the way, but we're missing a big ingredient here.
On the mentorship and coaching.
Showing people.
How? Demonstrating how you've made it. Yeah.
And there are people I know, because
Yeah.
this is Africa,
Yeah.
who are going to say, I've tried 15,000 times. So at least that one is a good one. Good demographic. I've tried 15,000 times. This person never gets it. Then you're just going to have to, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
And improve on that one thing that you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
Or why is this person is not succeeding?
Yeah.
But then there's people who just succeed and it's all about me, and I will never show anybody else
Yeah.
how to do or to become who I am, or to live the, and even to want it.
That is selfish.
I don't want to want for them. I don't want them to live like me. I don't want them to drive the cars I drive. I don't want their children to go. I want to be the only one. And you know, it's really, I don't understand. And
It's very
then
selfish.
so now you're the only one, and then
They'll forever be a
so
burden.
what?
And then you treat them like,
or that's the fund, then it's just
more or
to
less.
tell
What
you're
else?
the most important person.
What else?
Just
And
slice
for me,
bread.
what comes to mind also is that we can't say that we can't be solutions.
We have solutions.
We have so many
Because
issues
we
around.
ourselves have come through.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we've come through.
Yeah.
We've come out of things that other people have not been
Absolutely.
able to come out
We
of.
have so much to share. We have so much to mentor. We have. I mean, I see what's happening to the millennials, and I feel it. I really feel sad. You know, they are so entitled. They need so much guidance. They are so young, and they think they have so much they know, and yet they know actually nothing. And you're trying to mentor. So the world needs us.
Although I say like what Bishop T.J. says,
Yeah.
they need us and we need them.
Yeah.
So there's an element of that
Yeah.
millennials
Yeah.
who need us,
Yeah.
but they also need our wisdom.
Yes.
And we also need to learn from
To
them.
learn from them,
There are
yes.
things that we need to
And-
push aside what we can't
yeah.
and see what we can learn from them.
Yeah.
And then we both win.
Absolutely.
Gosh, we've been everywhere, but I'm so grateful for that conversation.
Yeah.
So I think our challenge is
Yeah.
find somebody in either your community, because we like our community,
Yeah.
or something that is drawing you towards a community and
Yeah.
solve somebody's problem.
Absolutely.
It could be even like in your own house. You have a house help or a guy who takes care of your garden.
Yeah.
Or the watchman, and you could just pick one or two of their children, educate them, give them opportunity, because that's one thing with Africa. Once you give people education and opportunity,
Yeah.
they will do the
They'll
rest.
thrive. Yeah.
And then in terms of wealth, you
Yeah.
cannot be the only wealthy person.
Absolutely.
Find somebody else to mentor, to train, to give seed capital to,
Yeah.
so that they are established. Because some people have brilliant ideas.
Yes.
All they're missing is guidance
And an
and money.
opportunity.
And don't just throw money at people as well. The money has to come with mentorship. The money has to come with guidance. Can't just throw money and say, go do it. What do
Yeah.
I need to do?
Yeah.
Step 1, 2, 3, take people through stages, through seasons, and then even ask that person that you help. Like I would challenge that engineer,
Yeah.
the lady becoming an engineer,
Yeah.
to also go back and pick 2 or 3 people.
Absolutely.
Then we have this grid that is
Yeah.
growing.
Amen.
Wow, God bless, guys.
Amen.
Hey, we've had a lot. That's a lot of food for thought.
Yeah.
I hope we're going to think a lot about
Amen.
what we need to do, about next steps.
Amen.
God bless. Bye-bye.